Are you someone who's constantly trying to optimize your life with apps, with schedules, with to-do lists? And if you're watching this video, most likely that if you're doing all of this, you are trapped. Trapped in an optimization trap, the productivity prison, the endless cycle to trying to do everything better. And I know that because I was there too. I was trying to optimize my morning routine, my workflow, my content creation, my relationships, my entire existence. But what if I told you that the optimization is actually the enemy of greatness? Now you are drowning in productivity hacks, which means you are stuck in a hamster wheel of doing and making all the efforts and running to handle everything and managing everything and trying to be everywhere and do everything. You need a way out. And this video might just do that. I'm going to share with you something that will shatter your approach to success. We're going to explore 3 powerful truths. First would be why optimization is actually destroying your potential. The second would be the ancient wisdom that nobody speaks of, which is specialization that every master knew. And third would be the exact framework to transform from being a scattered optimizer to a focused specialist. But here's the thing. The most important revelation, the most important thing that will actually make a change will come at the end. So I would request you to stay with me, because by the end of this video, you will understand why the greatest minds in the history, they all followed this one principle. Okay, so what if I asked you right now, how many productivity apps do you have on your phone? Think about it. How many morning routine variations have you tried? How many different note-taking systems have you applied? See, this is what I call as optimization disease. You wake up and instead of creating, instead of building, instead of mastering, you're only tweaking, you're only adjusting, you're optimizing. Now listen to this very carefully. Optimization is the enemy of mastery. When you optimize, you're saying, I want to do everything a little bit better. But when you specialize, you're saying, I want to do this one thing at a level that nobody else can match. A river that spreads in all directions becomes a swamp. But a river that flows in only one direction cuts through the mountains. Now, I've also spent 2 years optimizing my content creation process, 2 years trying to master YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, everything. I learned editing. I tried designing, storytelling, this, that, everything. And you know what happened? I became a mediocre at everything. Average, forgettable. Until I realized this. The internal problem isn't that you can't optimize well enough. The internal problem is that optimization makes you feel busy without making you valuable. Now, some of you might be thinking that, Bhavish, this is okay, but what if I specialize in the wrong direction? What if I put all my eggs in one basket and it doesn't work? Is this not risky? Let me tell you something about Jiro, if I'm pronouncing it correctly. Jiro is an 85-year-old sushi chef in Tokyo. He has been making sushi for 75 years. I think there is a movie made on him. He's not cooking, not running restaurants, not optimizing kitchen workflows. Making sushi. That's it. One thing. And people around the globe fly, pay hundreds of dollars, wait months for a reservation to eat at his tiny 10-seater restaurant. Because he didn't optimize. He specialized. A tree doesn't try to grow in all directions all at once. It sends its roots deep first. It grows its trunk strong, and then only then does it spread its branches. But we, in our optimization madness, we try to grow branches without even having roots. We try to spread without depth. And we wonder why we fall when the winds of competition blow us off. What if specialization isn't about limiting yourself? What if it is about becoming so good at one thing that everything else becomes easier? Okay, so here's how you break free from the optimization trap. Step number 1 would be the subtraction audit. Right now, today, I want you to list everything that you're trying currently to optimize. Everything that you're trying to improve in your life, in your business, wherever. Every system, every process, every habit. And then I want you to cross 80% of it. Yes, you heard me right. 80%. Pareto principle. Because mastery isn't about addiction. It is about subtraction. Step number 2 would be find that one thing. Find your one thing. Ask yourself, not what I am good at. Ask yourself, what could I become so good at that people would pay me, travel to see me, recommend me, even if I charge triple the price, 10 times the price. Something that no one else could do better than me. Now, this isn't about the current skills. This is about your potential for mastery. Step number 3 is the 10,000 hour commitment. But if you aren't familiar with this concept, you may read Malcolm Gladwell's 10,000 hour rule. There's a very good book on this. Here's what nobody tells you about specialization. It's not about finding your passion as it is glorified. It is about making a commitment to excel in that one area, regardless of how you feel on any given day, not that day, any given day. The river doesn't ask if it wants to flow downhill today or not. It just flows. And in that flowing itself, momentum gets built up. It becomes powerful. Every corner, every turn adds to that momentum, to that power. And here's the secret that changes everything. The thing that I promised you in the beginning, specialization is not about what you do. It's about who you become. When you stop optimizing and start specializing, you don't just become better at one thing. You develop what I call as mastery mindset. And mastery mindset transfers to everything. The discipline that you build mastering one craft, the patience you develop going deep instead of wide, the confidence that comes from being the best at something. This becomes who you are as a person, as an individual, as a personality. It is more about personal growth. It is about personal transformation into a new, better you. And that person, that specialized version of you, succeeds at everything they touch. Not because they optimized, but because they know how to go deep. So today, you've learned why optimization is the enemy of greatness. But knowing is not enough. It's not just the complete process. Transformation doesn't happen in just the understanding. It happens in implementation. It begins today. It begins right now. But before you go today, I need to know, what is that one thing that you're going to specialize in? Comment below. Not with 5 things, not with I'm not sure, maybe one thing. With that one thing, make that commitment. Because the moment you choose, the universe conspires to help you master that. Remember, greatness is not about doing more things better. It is about doing one thing so well that it transforms who you are. The river that cuts through the mountain flows only in one direction. To remember this. I hope you liked this video. If you did, do feel free to share it along with someone you love and care for. And I really appreciate you joining in today, for tuning in today. Thank you so much. Until the next video, I want you to stay blessed, stay healthy, and catch hold of this wisdom. If you can, do subscribe to this channel. If these kind of talks resonate with you, if you like these kind of talks, do subscribe. This is Bhavish Ahuja from Mind Healing with Bhavish. I shall see you very soon. Take care. Bye-bye.